Fine, let's see this. See, so far we have seen what is meant by a computer system, right? Fine. Let us assume this is our computer system and it is having CPU, RAM and a hard disk. Now, any program you take in our computer, it will be definitely be present inside the hard disk, right? It will be definitely present inside the hard disk. Let us assume we have a high level program, right? We have a high level program. See, high level program means the programs which we write, for example, C program or Java program or any softwares we use like Photoshop or Google Chrome or whatever, we say them as high level program, right? Now, this high level program cannot be directly placed inside the hard disk, right? We cannot place it. The reason being, see, why do we write the programs? We write programs because those programs has to be executed by the CPU at some point in time, right? Our CPU will fetch the program and then it will execute it. That is the reason we write programs. Now, the problem here is our CPU will not be able to understand high level program, right? Which means the programs are written using C or Java or Python or whatever, okay? Such programs cannot be understood by CPU. Our CPU can understand only ones and zeros, right? It can only understand binary numbers, which is ones and zeros. So what we do is we convert our source program into something called as machine code. Machine code is nothing but ones and zeros, right? The complete program which you write will be converted into a code and this code will have only ones and zeros, right? This is what we mean by machine code. We can also say it as .exe code or executable code or even low level program, right? These are the various names we use in order to refer a machine code. Fine. So any program you take will be converted into machine code by using a program called as compiler, right? Compiler is also a program software which will convert a high level program into a machine code. Now once we have converted this, what we will do is we will place the machine code and into the hard disk of the computer, right? That's why I told that any program you take will be present inside the hard disk, and most importantly that program will be in machine code, right? The program will be in machine code. Fine. So we have placed the program inside the hard disk. Now tell me how CPU will actually access a program, right? See, any program we write, it has to be executed by the CPU at some point in time. Now how our CPU will execute the program? The most important point here you need to notice here is our CPU cannot access the hard disk directly, right? Our CPU will never be able to access the hard disk directly. Our CPU can only access the RAM directly, right? This can always happen, but this should never happen. So what we do is, let us assume our CPU is requesting for a program, say P1, right? CPU is requesting for a program P1. Now what we will do is, we will search for program P1 inside the RAM, right? We'll search for the program P1 inside the RAM. See, one more important point. You can see in the diagram that size of RAM is very small compared to size of the hard disk, right? Size of RAM is very small compared to size of hard disk. Even if you take today's computer, the RAMs which we use are something around 4 gigabytes or at max it can be somewhere around 16 gigabytes, right? This is the size we use today for RAM, right? But if you take hard disk, it is something around 500 GB or even 2 TB these days, right? The size of hard disk is very, very large compared to size of RAM. The reason being, hard disk is very cheap, right? Whereas RAM is very, very costly. So this is the reason the size of hard disk is very large compared to size of RAM in today's computers. Fine. So one thing is for sure, we cannot place all the programs inside the RAM, right? We cannot place all the programs. Why? Because the size of hard disk is very large. Now if you have the hard disk full of programs, how can you place all the programs inside the RAM? It is not possible, right? So since size of the RAM is very small, we cannot place all the programs inside the RAM. Fine. Now let's come back to this. So once if CPU wants to execute program P1, it will search in the RAM. In case if the program is present in the RAM, it is fine. It will fetch the program from the RAM. In case if P1 is present inside the RAM, CPU will fetch the program P1 and then it will execute it. Okay, it will fetch it line by line and then it will execute it. It is simple. It takes very, very less time. Why? Because here our CPU is only accessing the RAM, right, in order to fetch the program P1. Whereas in case if P1 is not present in the RAM, See, CPU is searching for program P1, right? Now, in case if P1 is not present in the RAM, in that case, one thing is for sure, P1 will be definitely present in the hard disk, right? Now, what we will do is, we will copy the program P1 and then we will place it in the RAM, right? For example, P1 will be present inside the RAM, inside the hard disk. Now, what we will do is, if P1 is not present in the RAM, we will create a copy of P1 and then we will place P1 inside the RAM, right? Now, once this has been moved into the RAM, CPU will take the program from the RAM, right? This is how our program is generally accessed by our CPU. In case if the program is present in the RAM, CPU will directly access it. In that case, it takes very less time because it involves only RAM access time, right? We need to access only the RAM, and we know that RAM is very fast. Fine. Whereas in case if the program is not present in the RAM, in that case, we need to access both hard disk as well as RAM. Why? Because we need to copy the program P1 from the hard disk, so we are accessing the hard disk, and once we place the program inside the RAM, our CPU will read the program from the RAM, right? So effectively, we are accessing both the hard disk as well as RAM, right? And we know that hard disk is very slow. It takes a lot of time in order to access the hard disk. So in case if the program which CPU is asking for is present in the RAM, it is going to take very less time for the CPU to access the program. Whereas in case if the program is not present in the RAM, it is going to take a lot of time for the CPU to access the program, because we need to access both the hard disk as well as RAM, and we know that hard disk is very slow, right? Fine. See, these are important points. A RAM is costlier than hard disk, right? This is the reason we have the size of RAM to be smaller than hard disk. Also, a RAM is very fast comparing to a hard disk. Fine.